All right, Romero Cotton, your first MMA fight, your debut, man. It's finally here. You signed a year ago, or almost a year ago, not even a year ago. And your first fight now, just what was it like in there?
Oh, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. You know, it's not like wrestling. You know, wrestling, we come in, we weigh in. An hour later, you're on the mat. You know somewhat who you're going against. I've been through a whirlwind of stuff. You know, my car broke down on the way here to the airport. Missed my flight. Got in here. Man, I was fighting number 2. Then I was fighting number 9 or something, or 12. And then I got back up to number 2. And next thing you know, I'm in the cage. But it's just so much build-up. It's so much different. You know, I'm running around here with the same guy I'm fighting for the past 3 days, and it was just a whirlwind of it was brand new, but yeah, it was fun.
You know, there was several articles written about how much of a prospect you were. Did that put any pressure on you?
No. There's so many people in MMA and just different genres. You know, there's Pico, there's Joey Davis, there's Jared Trice. You know, so I mean, I was kind of under the radar, and I like being under the radar somewhat. So, but I mean, you know, there's a few articles, but I didn't really feel no pressure. I was just trying to get out there and just try to secure the W if I could.
It was interesting. I mean, you had a fantastic career in college, and then you were quoted as saying you weren't even sure if you're going to MMA route, and then you got that call.
Yeah, for sure. You know, everyone coming out of college wants to do the international scene, and you know, from what I can tell, you really. There's the best wrestlers in the world in the USA, and I'm getting kind of up there in age, you know what I'm saying? So as far as the time length and as far as me making money, and you know, I got a kid on the way. I got my first born. I got my first child on the way. I'm having a baby girl. So
congratulations.
You know, thank you. So I didn't really have enough time to really do that ladder and try to develop my wrestling skills to compete with the best people in the world, and that's in the USA. So I mean, I figured, hey, I might not be able to be the best wrestler on the USA ladder, you know. So let me see. Let's go do this MMA and make some money real quick. And that's a real big thing for wrestlers to be able to have that avenue.
Well, you got the win. Bellator has been very friendly to wrestlers, and they got a good stable of them now. You got the contract. You got the first win. Talk about the fight itself. It seemed like whenever you could take him down at will.
I could take him down. I shot in there, you know, caught a knee right at the beginning. You know, I'm not used to that. I separated my shoulder on the way down in the first round. So, I mean, I was kind of limited. So, I mean, hey, I had to go right back to wrestling, but that's what I do. You know, he's a jiu-jitsu guy, so he just kind of locked me up, and I really couldn't do much off of there. So I need to develop a lot more. I feel like a 3-week training camp is probably not enough to be at this level. So I mean, I just need to heal up, get this shoulder together, and come back, and I'll be right back here in October.
Was it a different feel for you? Because you know, in wrestling there's not submissions, but this guy tried it a bunch of times to you, and it maybe is a different feel.
Yeah, come find out he was a purple belt.
Yeah.
Come find out he's a purple belt. I think I'm a white belt. If anything, I don't even have a belt. So I mean, you know, I need to go work on that. Luckily I was able to get up out of them and just try to get the W. And so, I mean, hey, laid on him heavy hips and just try to get the takedown and try not to get pieced up on the way doing it. So, I mean, I'm sure it was ugly, and it felt ugly. I don't know how ugly it was.
Well, how did you feel about the decision? Because when they started announcing the decision, I was like, maybe it's just the wrestler in me, but I don't know how they got that score.
Hey, I was like, okay, I got the first judge. Second judge, like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Then, you know, then the third judge, you know, he kept it real and said, hey, you got the takedowns and stuff. But I mean, I definitely feel like he was landing all the strikes. I was out there straight wrestler mode. So I mean, you know, as time goes on, I definitely need to work them strikes in with the wrestling and be able to pass the guard. He's real good at jiu-jitsu, and I mean, he was good on the ground. I was good on the ground. I was just controlling him on the ground, but he was definitely putting in work. So I understood as far as MMA goes, as far as people doing the submissions. I knew he was attempting a bunch of submissions, you know, so I just had to try not to get out of there and land when I could. And I mean, that wasn't often, but hey, I mean, I did enough for the W.
You got the W. All right, Romero, thank you so much, my man.
Hey, thank you.